Hello, beautiful Leos, sun, moon, rising. Welcome to your reading space. I hope you guys are doing well and in high spirits overall. Let's go ahead and see what is going on with you guys. With Leo, what is your overall energy? Leo, what is your overall energy? Please and thank you, Spirit. You could be feeling like you're about ready to take more action than you've taken in a while. This could catch you off guard somehow, because it may come from something that triggers a past energy or a past memory or a past experience here. And it's like the way forwards is sometimes the way backwards. So I feel like there's something about moving backwards here that actually ends up moving you forwards, because this Chariot's moving back here towards the world, and the world is all about, it's the biggest completion in the tarot, but it's also about a move sometimes, a change, closing of a cycle, reaching for more expansion. With the Page of Wands, which in a way can be your energy, this is about a journey, a travel, a trip here. There's a lot of past energy and past reflection, depending on when you're seeing this reading. This can be during the Mercury retrograde, so it makes sense that we have all this past energy. There's also a lot of riches to be found from where you are. I'm getting like blast from the past, journey to the past, a lot about the past calling you. I'm also getting something about you seeking comfort. And I'm seeing there's things that we just haven't been able to emotionally recover from or walk on from here. You could be taking a physical journey or a trip that connects you to the past somehow. Or again, moving. Or this trip could be extended. You could be taking a road trip with the Chariot. You could be driving. Maybe you're taking a road trip with somebody. Train. Okay, what else for Leo? What else for Leo? Please and thank you. What's going on for Leo? What's happening for Leo? Nice, Leo. Leo, it's like you've gotten this rush of strength coming in. There's this strong energy, I feel. It's like it's coming towards you or coming back to you somehow. It's like something triggered you in a good way, something inspired something here in a good way. You are recovering from hypocrisy that you've experienced. You're recovering from being bullied or belittled, being laughed at, being mocked. You are recovering from a lot of anxieties here and voices in your head. It doesn't mean that they're gone entirely, but it does mean that a lot of these people and things, you are learning how to clear the air, okay? You've probably been doing that for a while, ongoing process, okay? But it does seem like something's improving here for Leo. Spirit, what else for Leo? Leo, you're still a bit guarded sometimes, when it comes to these matters that we aren't able to fully emotionally detach from, the things that have happened in our life and in our past where we hold, we can't, we just don't know how to find the strength or find the ability to move on from them. So there can be a feeling of being guarded mentally, being guarded verbally, being guarding yourself, protecting yourself, being extra defensive or triggered around anything that could, especially people connected to that energy, but anything that could, trigger that, because it's still there. It's still a hurtful thing, or it's still a painful thing. Now, I feel that you've stepped out of your comfort zone recently, maybe in the recent past, and you've done it, you've had to be guarded by doing this, but somehow you've had to revisit some of these emotional matters that have been so challenging to release, that you haven't released yet. And you have pushed yourself out of your comfort zone, but you've done it with a defense. You've done it with, a guard up, which makes sense. Can you enhance on that, please? That message, Spirit, for Leo. Please and thank you. You could conceal certain things about yourself, your lifestyle, around, people and stuff, certain situations and people, because you just know that they won't get it, won't understand. I also feel, Leo, like it's like you can't see the way forwards because you have to go backwards. And I don't feel like it's literally going backwards. I don't feel like it's like having to revisit the trauma or something. But just as an example, let's say there's a place that is significant to your past or to your memories, and you take a trip there, or you feel called back to go there. There's something about this that clarifies things for you. And it's not like the trip itself has to be the clarifier. There's already this energy of wanting clarity from the past that's building, and then some kind of a travel or trip comes. What else here for Leo, Spirit, please and thank you. Leo, they're saying that you've learned your lessons, many of your lessons, okay? But it's specifically here in this situation, you have learned your lessons. And it's actually now it's the broken free energy. It's where it's time to kind of, where we have broken free in a lot of ways, but it's time to kind of keep breaking free of something or releasing something. Like it's the clearing out now. What is the area where the lesson's been learned for Leo? What are you referring to, Spirit? This is around your own hopes, your own wishes, your own desires and dreams. It's also around, there's a relationship that you have to like vulnerability to your truth, to your hopes and your dreams. I feel for some of you, this is like reconnecting with the inner child here as an adult or as a grown person, woman, whoever. It doesn't matter about gender, but kind of reconnecting with life, reconnecting. There's a melancholy to that, but reconnecting. But some of this is about being vulnerable and separating like, okay, for example, trust is not a bad thing because somebody betrays our trust, right? What actually was bad about that was the feeling of getting betrayed. The trust itself or trusting somebody is not the part of it that is bad. Are there boundaries that we need to learn sometimes and develop when it comes to trusting? Yeah, absolutely. But as that example goes, it's like making the distinguishing line between, this is all bad, or actually this part of what happened, which was largely out of my control, actually was, not good. But the fact that I trusted, that doesn't make me a bad, I don't know if bad is the right word, but it doesn't make me a mental person, or it doesn't make me, that's also not a good word, but sorry guys. It doesn't make me wrong, or I don't know, you can still trust yourself just because something happened when you did something, and it's like there's this distinguishing line. And because you've already learned this lesson here, or you've been learning it, this is something now you understand. You might want to look and recognize where you've made a distinguishing line, where instead of thinking everything about that is wrong or bad or to be avoided, you now understand, no, actually there's a way to navigate this. There is a part of this that is actually really beautiful, pure, and true, and that it's okay to be vulnerable in certain aspects. And there's just another part of this that now that I understand the lesson, there needs to be a boundary and an awareness about. But the vulnerability itself, or the truth itself, or the dreaming, or the hope itself, who I am as I am in my natural state itself, is not inherently wrong in any way. It's more about the way that things can go around that, and also listening to the intuition. But regardless of how it is for you, what example it is for you, there's a lesson learned about that distinguishing line, especially connected to your hopes, wishes, dreams, and your vulnerabilities here. What else do we have for Leo Spirit, please and thank you? Yeah, some of you, there's going to be, so when we go into the past here, whether you're looking into the emotions of the past, reconnecting with inner child, or literally making a move and taking a trip, whether you're feeling inspired or inspiration kick up again from this energy, I feel that something you may try to recover along the way is your creativity, your artistry, because I do feel that for a time you've been disconnected from this in one way or another. Okay, it doesn't mean altogether, it doesn't mean that it's gone, it just means there's a disconnect, and there may be something about recovering that spirit. Doesn't mean you have to recover the exact dream or the exact way it was, but you may very well be on a journey to the past to recover that spirit. And it's not lost. And the journey to the past is something natural. It's not something that you have to force or create confrontation that makes you uncomfortable. What else is going on for Leo Spirit, please and thank you? Six of Wands. I like this because it's like you're finally getting some kind of recognition or validation. And I keep feeling like you're taking action towards something that you love, or because of something that you love. It's like somebody or something came in and it inspired you and put you into a certain role of like the strength, the caregiver or the strength giver here. And you're kind of like stepping into that role more and more. At least for some of you. That doesn't have to be for all of you. But it helped give you a pep back in your step because it hits you just the right way. There's kind of, I feel this beginnings, this tinges of excitement about reality that are trying to come back to you, Leo. About what can I create? What can I make? What can I do? Especially because maybe if you get some kind of recognition here or some kind of passion, you feel encouraged. It's crazy, Leo. I feel like you've been, I don't know literally, but it could be like you felt breadcrumbed by the universe for a while. And like you only need a little bit of encouragement and reassurance and you're like, bam, like ready to go, And it's all it takes is just a little bit. But Leo, you are strength. So, there is an energy where a lot of what you end up going through in life, it pushes the strength or it pulls the strength from you. And strength is something most normally we have to kind of cultivate within ourselves. So we can't be given too much in some ways, or we don't access that nature. It's hard to see it now, but we become all the better for it when we really understand how to develop certain strengths. I love this. Things are becoming more clear for you, Leo. Especially when it comes to your movement or passion or action in this life. You've been through some stuff here. You've been through a battle here. You've been through a long-standing battle. There's Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. kind of a feminine energy. It could hold a lot of stress or tension, or repent, okay, or repressed anger. That word is coming. This could also be you. Leo, an aspect of you. Why is Queen of Cups here for Leo? That's interesting. It's like this Queen of Cups felt like it overpowered you or outshined you or overwhelmed here. Why? Can you give us more about what this means, Spirit, please and thank you? Oh, the Tower. This could be a mother energy, another past energy, but I feel like it could also be somebody around you now. Clarify this more, please and thank you. The Empress. Yeah, and that's something, it might not directly be your mother, but something is touching on the mother energy here. And also the energy of creativity. What is this abrupt or sudden change? Could this be somebody you know that's having a Tower moment? Wow, the sudden change has to do with making a decision, getting clarity, finally seeing or understanding something. What? Wow. Finally understanding something about emotional fulfillment and happiness, and it could be through the eyes of another here. This could actually be less of a overwhelm or an outshine as much as it could be like a perspective switch or a perspective change. Like you could be seeing something through the eyes of the emotional body more so here, and this could be being helped through a feminine water sign. And this offers some kind of clarity here. This is interesting. Anything else to say about this message, please and thank you. The Emperor. Okay, so mother and father energy is here. I'm tempted to say mother and father wounds, but something becomes clear here about this. This could have to do with past resentments as well that you've been holding around these energies. Some kind of a Tower comes in to make things clear for you. It could be an it could be a spiritual Tower. Could be emotional Tower as well. Could be an emotional person who's like delivering a spiritual Tower. But I feel like it's more like the clarity is like freaking lightning bolting through here. It's like everything that's deceptive is crashing out and being flown out, and all of a sudden something is made clear to you, Leo. That's what it feels like. And what's made clear to you, it's a very beautiful and emotionally content reality. And it is connected to your mother and your father. It's connected to masculine and feminine here. Wow. Leo, I want to keep going with the energy. I'm going to leave it here. Wait, let me just see if there's one closing message. We will make an extended for this, so the link will be below. The Hermit. This is you spending a lot of time on your own or in your own space or in reflection. It's also Virgo energy. Very interesting, yeah. So Leo, we'll go ahead and take it over to the extended, but if we leave you here, we send you a lot of love, and this Tower is a good thing, okay? It's going to bring a lot of clarity to you. There's good stuff happening here, Leo. So much love and take care.